not more than 5 applications, and here we are with more than 400 applications and CASs for September intake. So thank you very much for the support, Rajesh. I don't want to bore you today because I know everybody is busy, and I want to make you more busy now, probably after this session. That's what my motive is right now. So I'm not going to take too much of time. I had prepared a small presentation, not a very long one, just 5 slides. I just wanted to talk about the fundamental issues that we are dealing with right now in terms of education industry. तो अगर मैं कुल मिला के बात कर दूँ, सिर्फ आज मुद्दे की बात होगी, टाइम पास नहीं होगा, ठीक है? So can you please put up the presentation? You have a different. All right. I hope everybody can hear me, right? All right. A little bit of information about DPP University to start with, for people who are new and for old as well, just to refresh your memory as to what DPP University is. It is one of the largest independent universities in the UK. We are known for our professionalism. We are known as University of Professions, and the motive, the mission that we have is we build careers through education. Just to give you an idea what BPP is, because the reason I'm telling you this is because you are the ones going back and counseling the students. So at least you should know what you're selling and what is best for the student. In a very simple term, if I have to explain what BPP is famous for or what BPP believes in, is we don't believe in issuing a certificate and telling the student goodbye. We don't believe in that. What we believe in is not only give the student the international degree that he can use or she can use all over the world, but at the same time, making sure that the student is ready for the future career. And that's what university believes in, that's what I believe in, that if a student comes to BPP University, he should be prepared for his future career. That's what we want, and that's what the student wants. And that is why our mission is to build careers through education. And when we do this, when we have a mindset where we want to make sure that the student is ready for the future career, no matter what career that the student has chosen, the result that we get is this. BPP ranks #1 when it comes to number of postgraduate students passing and getting into a highly skilled occupation. And we have left behind the leading 24 Russell Group universities that include Cambridge and Oxford universities as well. So the result that we get is 97.1% of our students who pass their postgraduate courses, they get into a highly skilled occupation. When I say highly skilled occupation, that means that the student passing postgraduate courses from BPP University, they're not working as cab drivers, they're not working as waiters in the restaurants, but they are professional accountants, they are professional lawyers, and managers in multinational companies. And that's what we believe in, and that's what we want, and that's the result that we get after helping the student with their careers. Who we are one of the global leaders in education. Not only we take students, currently we are taking more than 80,000 students in our colleges. We have 3 colleges: School of Health, School of Law and School of Business and Technology. Combined together, we are taking more than 80,000 students every year. Second, we have very close tie-up with the universities and the companies, the multinational companies that you can think of. We are working very closely with more than 7,000 businesses around the world. You name any multinational company, any company that falls into Fortune 500 company list, you can name it, and we are working with them directly or indirectly. Most of these companies, they work with BPP on an exclusive basis. Now, what these universities do for us is they take our students for placements. The placements that we provide to our students are guaranteed. It's not like any other university where we will give you 1+1 and then leave the student for 3 months to find a job. And then if they don't find a job, the universities curtail the visa. I'm sure everybody's aware of that. But BPP, what BPP does is it has an 18-month program that includes a 6 months of internship, and that's a guaranteed internship that is provided by university, and we make sure that the student's visa is not curtailed irrespective of what happens after the course. But again, we set up 3 interviews with 3 different employers, and we prepare the students for the interviews as well. So eventually the placement becomes a guaranteed one. Not only these businesses take our students, but we also, these students, these companies, they come to BPP for training as well. Out of top 10 banks in the UK, out of those 10 banks, BPP provides training to 9 of them. And that's a quite of achievement and reputation BPP has in terms of quality of education. And not only that, we also produce learning material to teach the students in more than 150 countries. BPP is the only university in the entire world with a platinum approved content for ACCA. That means the university has published more than 1 million books to teach accountancy and chartered accountancy all across the world. This is what we do. We teach students, we train the companies, and we publish books to teach management and accountancy all across the world. So now let's talk about what we have to offer. That is why you and me are here today. And this is actually for students. What do we offer to the students? Fast service. And I'm sure this is one area that students are struggling and agents are frustrated about. I'm sure you all have experienced chasing universities left, right, and center, asking for offer letters for more than 15 days, running behind universities for a CAS for more than 2 months. And later on, you get to know that the student has to defer. But that's not the case with BPP University. We make sure that our timelines are so impeccable that you don't have to chase us, but instead, today we have engineered our process in such a way that we are chasing agents for payments and the CAS documents. And again, the agents don't have to call us for CASs and the offer letters, but we call the students and agents and ask them for the CAS documents. So the service is impeccable. The SLAs are watertight, and I'm sure we are going to continue with this forever. Transparency. The process is very transparent. There are no hidden clauses, there are no angles, कुछ नहीं है उसमें. हमने आपको कह दिया कि 50 सीटें आपको मिलेंगी, तो 50 सीटें आपको मिलेंगी. हमने आपको कह दिया 24 घंटे में, 48 घंटे में आपको ऑफर मिलेगा, तो वो आपको मिलेगा. The process is quite simple, very straightforward, and it's quite transparent. So you don't have, there is no chance or there is no room for ambiguity. Easy entry requirements. बहुत सिंपल है. ओवरऑल 55% चाहिए बैचलर्स में, इंग्लिश में 60 चाहिए. अगर वो भी नहीं है, 2 कंपोनेंट का ELT टेस्ट दो, बच्चा पास हो जाता है, कैश अप्लाई कर दो. हमने काफ़ी सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ हैं, जैसे काकतिया है, JNTU है, Osmania universities. We have got it approved on MOI. We visited these universities exclusively and made sure that we got the MOI approved for these universities as well. So the entry requirement is quite relaxed. You don't have to find students of right quality, but I'm sure the entry requirements that you see at BPP University is designed in such a way that you don't have to struggle to recruit students. And this is for you, business growth. This is what I'm going to talk about a little bit more. At the end of the day, we are businessmen. I want business, you want business. Yes, of course, we work in an education industry where we are obligated to teach our students good ethics, and at the same time, we have to follow those ethics as well. But at the end of the day, we have to think about our business as well and come up with strategies that help us grow our business every day. And that is where BPP shines very bright in terms of businesses. And I'm sure that I can see faces who have been working with me for more than 3 years now, and they have seen all the phases of their business and the issues that we had in the last couple of years. That includes your pandemic, that includes your UKVI interviews and all the hardships that we had. But we made a point, BPP made a point that the partners working for BPP, working with BPP, do not go empty stomach. And we ensured that during the hardships of pandemic as well, BPP was the only university who was issuing CASs and taking students. No other university did that. And that's what BPP does. We make sure not only the students are benefited, but our business partners are also benefited equally. Why you should come to BPP? Simple. It is not rocket science. And I think this is, thank you. मैंने आपको क्लियरली कह दिया था कि आज मुद्दे की बात करेंगे, राइट? आज सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा है कैश का. कैश एलोकेशन नहीं आ रहा है, बच्चे डिफर हो रहे हैं, पेमेंट करके रख दिया है, बच्चे जान खा रहे हैं, बच्चे पता नहीं किस किस से फ़ोन कॉल करवा रहे हैं. तो बट यस, विद दिस स्लाइड आई थिंक इसको अगर इसको हम ट्रांसलेट करें ना, ये स्लाइड को, तो उसका ट्रांसलेशन पता है क्या आएगा? पीस ऑफ माइंड. सिंपल. And this is where BPP is very good at, and I can guarantee you that if the student passed the interview, if the student made the payment, we will ensure that the student gets the CAS letter for that particular intake itself. And that's what our commitment is. Unlimited business. तो मैंने 100% कैश की तो गारंटी कर दी, लेकिन फिर उसके बाद एक सवाल आता है, कितने कैश? कितनी सीटें हैं आपके पास? उसका एक सिंपल सा आंसर है, अनलिमिटेड बिजनेस. BPP, I think, is the only university. Last time, I think when Sarah and Stuart was here, when the chief marketing officers was here, we had a very nice meeting. We actually just took off from the meeting that we had in the UK. हम वापस आए, यूके में डिस्कशन शुरू हुआ था, वो इंडिया आए, डिस्कशन कंटिन्यू हुआ और फाइनलाइज हुआ. और आई थिंक I can say for sure that BPP is the only university at the moment who does not have issues with CAS allocation. You can recruit any student, any number of students as you want. You can recruit 100 students, you can recruit 200 students. We have the capacity to accommodate all those students. We're talking about unlimited business. कैसे होगा वो भी एक छोटी सी देख लेते हैं. 9 intakes a year. फरवरी में शुरू करेंगे, मार्च में एक्सटेंड करेंगे, अप्रैल में एक्सटेंड करेंगे, फिर मई शुरू करेंगे, फिर उसको एक्सटेंड करेंगे जून में, जुलाई में, फिर सितंबर, अक्टूबर, नवंबर. इसमें दो चीजें होंगी. द स्टूडेंट who are delayed for XYZ reason, they get accommodated, maybe not for September, but for October and November. But they get the CAS letter within those 3 months of period, not because of our delay, but because of the students' delay, of course. Second, you get to earn throughout the year. You don't have to wait for Jan intake, you don't have to wait for May intake, you don't have to wait for September intake. You can continue recruiting क्योंकि आपको पता है जैन में नहीं कन्वर्ट हुआ बच्चा, फेब में हो जाएगा, फेब में नहीं हुआ, मार्च में हो जाएगा. So you keep recruiting students throughout the year and keep earning as much as possible. So that's the benefit that you get if you come and work with BPP University. And I've already touched down on the 2 points here. No capacity issues. We don't have capacity issues. In the year 2022 alone, we have acquired 3 buildings in central London. So first, we got a building in London City. Then we took a building in King's Cross. And now in July, we have taken a new building, which is our biggest campus in central London, that is in Portsoken Street. And all the students now are going to Portsoken Street. And that's only BPP can do it. So when we see a lot of students coming, we buy a new building. But what we don't do is, we don't defer our students. So there is no deferment. And I think this speaks a lot about BPP and its culture and its work ethics, where we want to make sure that people who are working with BPP, people who are working for BPP, they are well taken care of, and they don't have to actually starve for CASs, for offers, or any other issues at BPP University. And the next slide that I'm going to share, I'm going to show, I think this slide, I'm sure you have people sitting here have more experience than what I have right now in this industry. I can see faces who have worked in this industry for more than 20 years. And I think I can challenge on this. The next slide that I'm going to show right now, no other university would have showed any of the agents. I can assure you that. And this is what I'm talking about. This is a report. This is a CAS report. I think the numbers are blurry, but I remember every intake. So I started working for BPP in May 19. We took out 153 CASs at that point, and that's when we actually started kicking off on BPP with Savaria team as well. And in September 19, that 153 jumped to 553. And then in Jan 20, it went up to 940. But just because of pandemic, we couldn't do much. But as I said, in May 20 as well, I did 231 online enrollments, followed by a September 20 intake where I took out 542 cases, followed by again in January where I took 566 cases. And you have to remember, this is a duration where UKVI was taking interviews for the students left, right, and center and rejecting students. I did manage to take out so many students at that point. For internal issues, we didn't do May intake, May 21. However, we did UK to UK. We did UK to UK, and in July and June, we took out more than 340 cases. And then it just skyrocketed with September. Okay, now after that, we came to Jan 21. We again took out 940 cases. In Jan 22, we took out 1,400 cases. In May 22, we took out 1,600 cases. And wait for it. In September, I've taken 3,300 cases. So that makes BPP the top recruiter in India in terms of numbers that we are recruiting right now. And this is all for you guys. I really want to thank each one of you sitting here. Even if you have sent one student at BPP University, I want to give a heartful thank to each one of you sitting here, no matter what number you have sent to BPP University. This wouldn't have possible without your support and your hard work and dedication. Thank you very much. And again, a very special thank you to Rajesh ji, who has really worked very hard with his brand awareness and his unique ideas of promoting BPP in Hyderabad. So thank you very much, guys. I think that's all I have to say. If you have any questions, do let me know. And I think one last thing I forgot to tell you is, एक सवाल वही है ना कि सीटें कितनी हैं हमारे पास. So it was a little late when we closed the September intake, so we have skipped January intake, but now we have February, March, and April. It is again falling under the January intake. So again, we don't have any limitation on cases. You can recruit as many as possible, and the service level is going to be the same. There will be no delays. I know there were a little bit of issues because of the rush that we get in terms of cases, because I have a team of more than 55 team members who can cope up with that volume, but unfortunately university doesn't. So they have to cope up with my speed, which they fail to do so. But again, at the end of the day, they also fulfill the commitment to issue the CAS to that particular student. But yes, we try our best to make sure that there are no delays. But if there are any delays, please bear with us and don't panic, because as I said, it's our commitment that if the student has paid the fees, we will ensure that the student gets the CAS letter. So that's all. Thank you very much, guys.
Check. So much, sir, for a wonderful presentation. It was very useful information for each and everyone present over here. Now, I would like to call upon Mr. Rajesh sir to share his valuable experience with us.
Hello everyone.
Check.
Thanks God that this day has come. Thanks everybody present here. Thank all my business partners. Thanks my Savaria team, without whom this day will not be possible. I am thank you to everybody. I don't know how to give a speech and all tell big things. I can just tell stories if you want. So things have changed dramatically. Before last 2 years back when I started BPP, I used to speak about marketing, how we should do marketing, how we should promote business. Now things are completely changed. We are getting average 100 applications per day for BPP. Thank you. But we are becoming more worried, more, what to say, we are getting more frightened by seeing such a huge amount of applications. The thing is, we have faced two frauds in the last month. One was a fake degree and one was a proxy interview. So now whichever application is coming, we are getting little feared. Okay, why do so many applications we are getting? Are these all people are sending all fake documents to us and all these things are coming into mind? So I remember a day when my target was one student per month. It was in 2012-13. I used to struggle to get one student per month and I used to live happily at that time. And now getting 100 students per day and I'm not living happily. So this time I need more of your support. I want, as you have helped me in marketing, whatever strategy I had strategy of balloons, you helped me in that. I had strategy of any auto advertising or anything, you helped me in that. So now I want all of you to help me in compliance. Because now it's a game of compliance. Why universities are not giving cash? I have also faced some problem with other universities. Why they are not giving cash? Because they are getting lot of fraud cases. I heard with my consultant friend that 40 students were detained at airport of some another university, not our university, and they were having all intermediate fake documents. So honestly, I want you to help me in two things. One is ask the students to get the originals, get yourself verified, we trust you. If you say we have verified the originals, it's done, we don't have any problem. But if you want our team to come to your office, our team can come to your office and they can verify the documents. Second thing is ask the students to come to the office and give their interviews. Because after issuing the offer letter, we are asking students to pay 500 pounds. So we are conducting interviews and mock sessions only to those students who have paid the fees. So something goes wrong. If the student is cheating, if there is proxy interview or anything, that 500 will be stuck. And if you go for refund also, it will take around 6 months to 1 year. So not to get into such issues, I want you to ask them to come to your office, not to our office, call to your office, call to your sub-agent office, make them sit before you, give them good internet connection and make them to go for the interview. Now it's only a matter of reputation that is going to work. Nobody want to work with chiller agents. If you do one fake certificate, if you do one proxy interview, don't think these university representatives are full. They are all interconnected. I know few other university representatives, they are in constant touch with me. So if you are doing anything fake, that will spread to all the universities. So I remember one incident. एक बार जब अनिल कुंबले को 665 विकेट्स मिले थे, तो किसी रिपोर्टर ने उनको पूछा कि आपने इतने विकेट्स कैसे लिए, व्हाट वाज योर स्पेशलिटी। तो अनिल कुंबले ने बोला, आज तक कोई ऐसा बॉल नहीं बना जो विकेट ले सकता है, बैट्समैन हर बॉल खेल सकता है। तो बोले फिर आपने 665 विकेट्स कैसे लिए? तो बोले मैंने किसी को आउट नहीं किया, वो खुद के प्रेशर में आउट हो गया। तो डोंट बी इन प्रेशर। दूसरी चीज, हर बॉल को खेलने की कोशिश मत कीजिए। कोई भी आता है, इंटर फेल है आजा, डिग्री फेल है आजा, 54 मार्क्स है आजा। नाउ दिस इज नॉट द टाइम। वी हैव टू बी वेरी सेलेक्टिव नाउ। Today, if the BPP, they are coming and telling us, okay, you have got 2000 cash for January. They have given me a list of 2000 cash. यानी अगर मैं उनको 2000 पेमेंट देता हूँ, they are ready to give me 2000 cash. They have allotted 2000 cash to me. So why they are offering this? बहुत से एजेंट है, बहुत से बिजनेस पार्टनर्स है, they can work with anybody. And why we are working with you? Because we trust you. तो इस ट्रस्ट को बरकरार रखिए। डोंट माइंड माई मार्क्स। आज पहली बार मैं नेगेटिवली बोल रहा हूँ, मैं बहुत हेल्पफुल हूँ आप सबका, बट जो 2 इंसिडेंट्स हुए उसकी वजह से मैं थोड़ा नेगेटिव हो गया हूँ। तो प्लीज़ मेरे को हेल्प कीजिए इन टर्म्स ऑफ कंप्लायंस। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू।
Sir, for sharing your experience with us. So now I would like to thank our business partners for their support and cooperations with us. And now I would like to call Mr. Taranjeet sir and Mr. Kirtan sir on the stage, please. So firstly, I would like to call life license consultants on the stage, please. So next, I would like to call Indur Overseas on the stage. Now I would like to call Imperial Overseas on the stage. Now I would like to call Abroad Dream Overseas on the stage. Now I would like to call Career Wings Consultants on the stage, please. Now I would like to call Navigator Overseas Consultants on the stage, please. Now I would like to call LD Overseas on the stage. Next, I would like to call U Overseas on the stage. Now I would like to call At World Global Services on the stage, please. Now I would like to call Study Plus on the stage. Study Plus. Now I would like to call ABC Overseas on the stage. Now I would like to call DFS Overseas on the stage. Now I would like to call Advise Overseas on the stage. Now I would like to call Soft Pro Consultants on the stage. Now I would like to call Human Resource Overseas on the stage. HR Overseas. Now I would like to call Student First on the stage. Now I would like to call Richmond Overseas on the stage. Next, I would like to call Mtrix Overseas on the stage. Next, I would like to call DuPont Academy on the stage. Next, I would like to call 7 a.m. p.m. Immigrations. Next, I would like to call Transaxis International on the stage, please. Next, I would like to call Fandom Overseas on the stage. Next, I would like to call Europe Studies on the stage. Europe Studies. Gateway EDU on the stage, please. I would like to call Polaridge Consultant on the stage, please. Next, I would like to call Velenki Overseas on the stage, please. Next, I would like to call Leo Global on the stage, please. Next, I would like to call We Immigrate on the stage, please. Next, I would like to call foreign education consultants on the stage, please. Next, I would like to call FES Overseas on the stage, please. FES. FES Overseas. Next, I would like to call VN Global on the stage, please. Next, I would like to call upon Fly Abroad consultant on the stage, please. Fly Abroad. Next, I would like to call MS Education consultant on the stage, please. Next, I would like to call Apply Guru Overseas on the stage, please. Next, I would like to call Skill Me consultant on the stage, please. If any names are missed, it's my humble request to you to kindly come on the dais, please. If we missed any name. Thank you so much to each and every business partners of ours. Sure. It's Sky Blaze consultant. Thank you so much, sir. I would request Go Abroad consultant on the stage, please. Thank you so much, sir. It's my humble request to everyone, like if we miss any name, please come on the dais. I guess we are done. Thank you so much to each and everyone present over here. Thank you so much, Ketan sir. Thank you, sir. We would request you to kindly proceed with your dinner and then please have dinner. Thank you so much for your presence.